Drinking. We're just going to tackle these things. Is it okay as a Christian to be drinking? Well, you know that the legal age for buying and selling, or buying, or should I say, and drinking alcohol in South Africa is 18, which means this: if you're a Christian under the age of 18, is drinking okay? No. No. Not even if your parents are super cool and let you drink with them, is it okay? It's illegal. If you want to honor God, honor the laws of the country as well, right? Oh, now it's quiet. Everyone letting their kids dope or what? What's happening here? Why is it getting so quiet? Question is this: what happens if you're over the age of 18 and you're a Christian? Because now it's perfectly legal. There's nothing really wrong with that. Is there? Is it okay for an adult Christian to drink alcohol? In short, yes. Okay. It's not spiritually wrong or sinful to drink alcohol as an adult believer. There are many instances we can find in the Bible that speak and refer to drinking. Some of the most obvious are the first miracle Jesus did, turning water to wine at a wedding. Very interesting choice of first miracle. Wasn't his choice, actually, if you think about it. It was his mother's, wasn't it? Peer pressure. Jesus turned water into wine. Not only there was wine at the Last Supper, and they shared it. Okay, and you can go into Israel and you know, the water wasn't great and wine was better than water and it was very low alcohol content. Cool, you can say what you want about it. The bottom line is there's wine in the Bible and Jesus and his followers drank it. So is it okay to drink it? Yes, but the Bible doesn't say don't drink. But this is a huge but. The Bible has a lot to say about the foolishness, and actually even more than the foolishness, the sinfulness of overindulging or getting drunk. A lot to say about that. Okay, here's a couple of verses. Seriously, there are many. Just go into Google and type in verses about getting drunk. You will not have a shortage of verses. It's unwise, it's foolish, and it's downright sinful in some ways. So, Proverbs 20 verse 1, wine produces mockers. We all know that, hey? Alcohol leads to brawls. Those led astray by drink cannot be wise. So at its very least, it's unwise to be led astray by alcohol, as in to overindulge in alcohol. Ephesians 5:18, go to New Testament. Don't be drunk with wine. Don't say that allows you vodka, okay? It's talking about alcohol in general. Don't be drunk with wine because that will ruin your life. 1 Corinthians 6:10 says drunkards won't inherit the kingdom of God. That's more than just unwise and foolish. Drunkards will not inherit the kingdom of God. That's severe. That's talking about someone who has an addiction, okay? We're not talking about someone who gets drunk once or twice. We're talking about someone who's actually allowed that to become a pattern in their lives. And so let me do this as a practical thing. Raise your hands if you know someone personally, or maybe even lost their life directly because of alcohol. Put your hand up. This is significant. If you know someone who's ruined their life because of alcohol, there's a lot of people. Every one of us are affected by that. It is a big, big deal. Alcohol abuse and addiction are huge problems in our country. Yes, in other countries, but in our country, it's definitely up there in terms of the world. It's legal. It's not okay, should I say, for Christians to say it's legal so I can drink. That's too cut and dried and simple. We've got to be more sensitive than that because we are always called to live with others in mind. Always, as believers. If you don't like that, you're not going to love being a believer because we always think of the weaker person, the weakest person, and we don't want to cause them to stumble. 1 Corinthians 10:31 and 33 says this, so whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do, that's anything and everything, do it for the glory of God. I too try to please everyone in everything I do. I don't just do what's best for me. I do what's best for others so they may be saved. We live with the weaker brother or sister in mind. And personally, now I'm going to be personal. I've developed guidelines that help me, and these are things that I stick to. Maybe they'll change in time, but this is where I am currently. And if you haven't got guidelines in terms of your drinking and you are over the age of 18, I'd encourage you to put some stuff into place. Here are my guidelines, just to give you an idea of where I'm at. For me, I'm happy to have a drink with Sarah at our home. I'm happy to have a drink with friends if I know that no one struggles with alcohol. If they struggle with alcohol, I don't drink around them. It's just that simple, for their sake. If I go out and anyone is against Christians drinking, I don't drink. It's not that hard, because I'm not drinking to get drunk. Okay, so it's really not that hard to switch it up with whatever else, Coke or whatever's around. I'm happy to do what's best for others. I never want my freedom in this area to cause them to stumble. Does that make sense? Have guidelines, because this will come up if it hasn't already. I'd suggest that now, if you struggle, if you might be sitting here or listening to this and you struggle to limit yourself to 1 or maximum 2 drinks when you go out socially, you need to be considering important life changes. The legal limit in South Africa right now is 1 drink. 1 beer, 1 wine, 1 shot. Not one of each, 1 of them. That's it. You caught over that limit, you got a fine or a sentence. And I think that's a fine limit for Christians as well, if I'm being totally honest. And if that's a struggle for you, you need to start considering some important life choices. As an adult Christian, is it okay to drink? Yes. Is it okay to get drunk? No.